Such a sick Thorndahl solo. It's got some quintessential Thorndahl grips, and it's got some really crunchy harmonic juxtapositions that are definitely worth a second look, right? So that solo section has just two, like, pedal points, really. First half is and the lick is like, oh, two notes, you know, the like accented note is a C. It's just a half step higher, right? So how does he approach it? Well, he uses a whole tone in B and a whole tone in C. Oh, but that's the chromatic scale. That's all 12 notes. But it doesn't sound like chromatic at all. What he does is he takes these grips and they create like a harmonic moment, right? And they're standalone. That's what's important to keep in mind. Like, that's a C whole tone idea standing alone, right? Against a B. Like, just a crunchy idea, but so right, you know, it's perfect. But then he takes that grip, just moves it up a minor third. And then he's on the consonant side of things, right? He's playing B whole tone against B, right? It's like slip over, you know? And then he's going to slip back into the dissonant side over kind of in the C whole tone area, but starting on D. Like nice little whole tone lick right there against a... And then he's going to turn it back around into the consonant side and resolve it on B. Like, oh, break the grip right there. It's like he's got two grips that are exactly the same, a minor third apart, and then he moves the grip up another minor third, changes one note to make it consonant, right? So it's like dissonance, consonance, dissonance. That dissonance morphs back into consonance. Super great idea. So he's got this idea of creating boundaries and then just like slashing through them with these like standalone grips that really pull your ear around. So that's kind of what's cool about his playing, is it takes you in so many directions in a short period of time. It's badass. So, second half of the solo goes to B flat. So it's kind of like a B flat diminished vibe is what we have going on here. And that's mainly because Fred is playing everything thinking about G as his tonic. He's making G the root note when Dick Lovegren is playing a B flat and a D flat. So why does he do that? Well, he does that because it works. It's G that's making B flat diminished. G comes from B flat diminished, and he's just choosing all of his notes against G, so they're like even more messed up sounding against B flat. You know what I mean? It's like, think about tonicizing a different note against a note that's actually the tonic. Why not, right? Great idea. So the lick... The lick almost has like a Mixolydian, like bluesy vibe to it. It's just like Mixolydian with all those like extra nightmarish notes that are kind of coming from the chromatic scale, but also kind of coming from the augmented scale, like thinking on B flat augmented a little bit. Like that to me is a B flat augmented idea, but then lands right on G. It's like, oh, that's the exact combination of augmented and diminished right there. And then like thinking of G, I got sharp 9 and then landing right on 3. That's like pulling me to G, followed by a nice like Mixolydian thing, E and F. So it's really like a combination of like B flat diminished and augmented, but kind of using G, the note G, as sort of your guiding principle. But anyway, it's all about just whacked out chromatic organization. Now so are you, which really to